Diego, Diego.
Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up. You the type to pay hitters. Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up. You the type to pay hitters.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the L.A. Chargers. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is 2nd and 8.
Go.
Now it's Herbert. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now the rookie third-round pick, it's Devon Achane. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Well, such a great Week 1 matchup here, the Dolphins and Chargers. And fairly or unfairly, these two QBs are going to be measured against one another probably for the rest of their careers. Remember, Tua was the number 5 overall pick in 2020, and Justin Herbert followed him at number 6.
And let's add on to it because Joe Burrow went number 1 overall. He's led Cincinnati to 1 Super Bowl appearance. Jordan Love, also a first-rounder, getting his opportunity in 2023. And Jalen Hurts was a second-rounder with Philadelphia, and he's made it to the Super Bowl. So all in all, quite a class.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key third down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. Here's pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
2nd down and 4. Here's Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Here's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0? Like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, They've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And down he'll go at the 25.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Herbert now. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Homie trips right.
from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. How about this? Racing to the end zone and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10 at their own 18.
21. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's second and 10.
12. Go. Hey, go.
Here's Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Locked incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Herbert off of play action. That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Third and 2, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. And they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2.
4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Herbert on first down now.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange.
Here's Herbert.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
20, TX. 21G.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Now he's free at the 35.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Go. Hey, go lion.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are the mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. On second down, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ballgame here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the gun, it's Tua. They complete it to Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 21-14. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Tua on 4th down. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 58 yards. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Hey, ram.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. That's taken in by Palmer. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Hill on the return. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown On their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Cooks motions to the left. On second down, a run by Achane.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He'll dump this off to Achane.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
On second down, Mostert.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Returnable here for Davis. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. From his own end zone, Herbert. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throw caught by Achane. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On 2nd down, Tua. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Sanders is good.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Herbert now.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well.
Let's go.
Here's Herbert. He's got Allen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
Touchdown! Josh Palmer from 13 yards out.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this will be our first chance in the new season to see the new fair catch rule for 2023. And this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Again, it's Achane.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 2nd and
8. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's first and 10.
Hey, Ray.
Throwing, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. There he goes again. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to an E goes Tua, and that should just about do it. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.